Hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle NOLA channel. I'm your hostess, Southern Belle, and this is the Bargains by Belle auction. But not just any auction, it's a special pop up auction. And tonight is going to be all about charms and pendants and keychains. Oh my! So I'm so glad that y'all could join me for this very special pop up. And if you would, please go ahead and click the thumbs up for me. That's a free and easy way you can support me. Also, click the thumbs up button. Also, click the share button and share me out on your YouTube community page, on your Facebook, your Instagram, your Discords, including mine, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter, which is now called X, and any other social media that you have. Hopefully, we can find some people and get them over here because I have some great brand new charms. I have different metals, different colors, different materials, different shades, different animals, as well as agate slices and keychains and all kinds of fun stuff. So, and I'm always tests. And my co-host tonight is going to be
Hello.
Kitty. Welcome, Kitty.
Hello. Glad to be here. And
And
that's
Kitty,
Belle
tell
on.
us about this beautiful icon picture you have.
That was our sweet Siberian Husky. She's no longer with us, but she was a beautiful girl. She was so absolutely wonderful. And her name was Belle.
Oh, nice.
So I thought that was kind of fun to put her up there.
Absolutely. I love that. Well, before we say some individual hellos, in case there's anybody new watching, let me go ahead and tell everybody how this works. So, if you've never been to my channel before and you think you might possibly want to bid on something, then what you need to do is click on my address and send email with your YouTube name, your real name, and your shipping address. That way I know where to send your invoice and where to send the items you win. Once you've done that, then you can bid. The way you bid in my channel is in numbers. That way I have a legal representation that you knew how much you're going to be charged on your invoices. Your methods of payment are a choice of Zelle or PayPal. I do want to let you know that you do have to pay for absolutely everything that you bid on. All sales are final. All items are as is and where is. The only time you can retract is during the auction. I do not cancel invoices at all, ever. And if you haven't paid by Saturday morning, then you get the small $5 late fee if I have to walk around it all weekend long. If there are any questions about registering, bidding, shipping, my shipping is with Pirate Ship. All right, let's scroll to the top and we will say some personal hellos. First,
Hello,
we
Eminem.
have Melissa.
Eminem, yay!
So you won't be seeing Melissa very much. She is having a special, we're calling it an internet vacation, but it's a staycation for her. Her one and only son, Tyler, is coming to visit with her granddaughter, Hadley, for Easter, and it's also Hadley's birthday. So they're going to be having a special time We tried to get somebody to cover the chat, and hopefully she's going to be here soon. But Melissa is going to still be here just in case Kitty loses connection to the internet, in case there's a problem in the chat. And she's going to be making the list and checking it twice. But then Kitty and Rainbow are going to cover for her for our Saturday and Sunday auctions so that Melissa can have a great time of family. So I hope y'all will join me in celebrating Melissa and wishing her a great time. And then we will carry on in her stead. All right, next I see Laurie Kutcher. Thank you so much for being here, Laurie. And if y'all got an email, Laurie is the nice person who uses the Southern Belle mod email. So if you ever get anything from the mod, it's not coming from me. It's coming from a mod on duty. And while Laurie no longer co-hosts anymore, every now and then I do beg and plead with her to send out the email. And this time she had time. So if you got that email about the pop-up, Laurie was the nice person that slowly but surely pressed send to all those emails.
I had a question for Melissa. What kind of cookies did you make, or what kind of goodies did you make for the family?
Great question. I think I know the answer, and I think the answer was Easter baskets, but we'll see what she says. We'll see who knows her best. She might have done some cooking too. Who knows? All right. So next we have Nancy. Hello, Nancy. Thank you so much for being here, sweetheart.
Hi, Nancy. Glad to see you.
Next, we have Kathy Wood. Thank you so much for being here, Kathy Wood.
Nice to see you, Kathy.
And Melissa says, oh, my favorite kitty. A kitty with a dog picture. That's kind of ironic and kind of fun.
Yep, I fibbed to her. I said at first I put my kitties on there, but then I decided I put Belle on there because she is a special girl. I know
and
two Bells.
I was thinking it was going to be some kind of jewelry or charm or keychain. I was like going down a different path of what I expected.
Nope, not during Lent. Maybe afterwards, but not during Lent.
Okay. Oh no, Nancy thinks there's something wrong with her sound. I'm so sorry, but hurry back. We'll be here waiting on you. And all the way from the Netherlands, it's Terry Bear. Hello, Mr. Terry.
Hello, Terry Bear. Nice to see you.
And if Kitty's husband, Terry, is listening, Terry, meet Terry. And Terry, meet Kitty's husband, Terry. I love that.
He just raised his eyebrow.
Hi, Terry. Okay. I should have said that when we were still in the back room. I didn't think about him being right there and listening. All right, next we have Shelby. Hello, Shelby.
Hi, Shelby. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, everybody.
And here is Melissa's answer to your question. Homemade mac and cheese. So she went savory rather than sweet.
And she's making a birthday cake. Oh my goodness.
Okay, your chat must update quicker than mine because I don't have anything about the birthday cake. Oh wait, the birthday cake was above it. I see it. Okay, sounds delicious and carb filled.
Yes, it does.
Clearly, visiting a grandmother is not the time to be on a diet between birthday cake and mac and cheese.
No,
Okay,
definitely
well,
not diet food. But
okay.
I get the feeling when you go home, you don't worry about your diet.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. I say, laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul. Roll on and on and on. Now, for some of you, you'll be surprised me saying, "Oh, tell me what you'd like to see," because you're going to say, "Belle, the thumbnail said charms and pendants and keychains. Oh my. So really we only have three choices. And that's true. You really only have three choices. But when you think about it, there even within charms, there are lots of different metals. There are different colors of enamel. There are different materials. Maybe you want to see something in a cat and a dog and a butterfly. Likewise, when we get to pendants, there are different sizes, colors, price points, bling, no bling, characters, agate slices. So, therefore, this is one of those few times that you can be more and more specific. Now, obviously, I don't have absolutely everything ever, but I do have lots of options within the charms, pendants, and keychains. Oh my!
That sounds like a fun time, Bill. Buckle up, everybody.
Okay, well, let me show you what I have. I started with silver tone first, except for this mermaid tail, which has purple enamel. But we've got a filigree moon. We have a house with a heart in it, peace sign, honeybee, bicycle, some types of cars, some hearts, a cute little shoe, a wrench, a dog bone, some more hearts, and a little skater. And if y'all need to see any closer, y'all let me know and I'll bring it up to the camera. So this one may be hard until I bring it up to the camera. Hopefully now y'all can see the purple on it.
So if you're out fishing and you find any disabled fish, you always have some fins to give them.
Yep, or when Ariel comes to visit.
Mm-hmm. To show your support. And do we have a starting bid of $1?
Well, Terry, there's no pressure to buy. We love it when you just stop by, when you click the thumbs up, when you chat with us. Diane's here. Hello, hello, Diane. We've been missing you. I've been trying to check on you on Discord and I haven't gotten any answers back. And I'm like, is Diane okay? Is Diane okay? Maybe she's just tired of discussing Survivor with me. Because I really wanted to talk about the triple elimination last night. But you may be tired of talking to me about Survivor.
We have you in for $1.
But they never had a triple elimination before, only double eliminations. But for the season 50, oh my. It's like a fan's dream. Except some of the eliminations made me sad. Oh, thank you, Mr. Terry Bear. So we've got $1. We're looking for $1.25.
Some of those are really cute. You make a really cute little charm bracelet.
And I don't know if I showed y'all what was on every heart. If you want me to bring them up to the camera, I will. But they say focus, flyer, girl power, faith, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Going once. Going twice. Still jumping
Yeah,
for
that's what it is, Diane. They had so many players at the beginning just because the fans wanted to see so many of them back. Mathematically, they just had to get rid of multiples along the way to make it work.
Fair warning. And boom! Sold to Diane for $1. Which one?
Okay. Well, I can't believe it went for the starting bid. But, you know, that's the great thing about having so few people on an off night. Therefore, you're going to get better bargains with fewer people to bid up the prices. So y'all let me know which ones, what quantities, item by item, and then let me know when you're done, and then we'll open up to the chat because that's how we bid here. We are so glad to have Diane back. We've been missing her.
Well, Terry Bear, he says, unless you have a large charm bracelet to fit over 30 charms. Many of us have charm bracelets with lots of charms on them, and several different bracelets for different charms. You know, like you might be able to put one charm that has just the ones with the wheels on it, or another one that Belle has in her hand, you put lipstick on it, or, you know, something like that, so that they kind of match. Or, you know, one day you take a scooter and you see who you think it might be your love of all interest, and you want to be together and hoping nobody throws a wrench in it, and you want that all to be on one bracelet, and it has meaning for you. And
Absolutely. In fact, I bought the scooter and the cars and the bicycle all in the same lot, and I bought all the hearts that say different words in the same lot. So, all right. Meanwhile, Diane, I got Kay for you and set it aside. So we're now open to the chat.
Themed bracelets. Thank you, Lori. For the life of me, I couldn't think of that one word, themed.
Laurie is great at coming up with the right word for the right sentence in the right situation. That's like one of her superpowers. I adore that about her.
It's definitely good to have somebody that can fill in your blanks.
Okay. Anybody else? We're open to the chat, and the selling price is just $1. And y'all let me know what you'd like to see next.
Belle, could I see the bees up close, please? Or the
Yes.
bees?
Mm-hmm.
And do you have two of the bees?
Let me check real quick. I don't think I do. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm going to take 1B, please. And that is a B. B for B.
Okay. Thank you so much. And Kitty, I'm just going to gift this to you for co-hosting. So Melissa, write that down as a 0.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. 710. Hi, Mr. Troy. Thank you so much for stopping by, my little papa.
Well, hello, 710. Haven't seen you for a while. Nice to see you.
Okay, you must have convinced Terry then that he needed more. All right, let's see what we've got here.
He wants A, G.
Okay, now what I need you to do, since I've got to look for multiples, if you'll not just say the letter, but say what it is, that way I can be looking down at my multiples while you are calling it out. So like the first one's the bicycle, I think, right?
Yes.
So I'm thinking that's one of the ones I have multiples of. If not, I'm just going to pull it off there. Maybe I'm wrong.
Let me know when you want the next letter.
Okay, I realized I was looking at the wrong pack of charms, which is why I was not finding it. Okay, 1 second more. Here's the one with all my modes of transportation. Okay, bicycle. Here we go. Here's the bicycle. Okay, what's the next one?
Okay. I'm sorry, I went blank for a minute there. Let's see. G is the car.
Okay, here's the car.
M is the scooter.
What's the next? Okay.
M is in Michael, the scooter.
Okay, here's the scooter. And these are double-sided. Let me see if I can show you. That's one of the things I like about these. They're double-sided.
Oh, those are cute. N is in Nancy, the heart.
All right. And what does that heart say?
I can't read it. Forever. Forever.
I think it says either focus or flyer.
Oh, does it?
What was the letter again?
N is in Nancy.
N as in Nancy. Okay, that one says focus.
I'm sorry, focus.
It's okay.
I need to focus on the word. And the wrench, L.
Okay, here's a heart that says focus. All right, and the wrench. Okay. Anything else? Did we get them all?
Is that correct? Oh, no, he wanted H, the car. I'm sorry. Did I write that down wrong? He wants H, the car.
Is that H instead of G or H in addition?
Looks like he wants it instead.
Instead. Okay.
Oh. Is that right now, Terry?
Okay, there's the car.
It's a Porsche.
Ooh, okay. So there's the car, and I'll put this other one back. Wait, what's the no for?
That's what I'm asking him right now.
All right, so he's getting 5 or he's getting 6?
It says, see my last post.
Melissa?
It says, sorry, H. So.
Okay, Melissa says he wanted the car and not the heart. Okay, let me put the heart back.
Okay.
Okay, so.
Both cars?
All right, I think these are the 5 he wanted. The 2 cars, the scooter, the bicycle, and the wrench. Is this correct, Mr. Terry? I think it's this 5.
H instead of N.
This
No
is like
heart.
a mechanic's dream, right?
Yes, that's correct now. I hope I'm correct.
Sorry, Mr. Terry Bear, I'm trying my best.
So you wanted the Volkswagen? Yes.
Okay.
And the Porsche.
Great choices. Let me put these in a little bag. All right, we'll open it back up to the chat.
I apologize, Terry Bear. I am still working out my own little goofs.
Well, it's just difficult. That's why when I do charms and pendants, I have to have a co-host to help me look at the chat, look at the board while I'm trying to go through bag after bag after bag of charms to figure out who gets what. Especially when we need multiples. Okay, last call on these then. All right, anybody else before I scrape these to the side? I thought everybody was going to want that filigree moon. It was going to want the peace sign for some reason. It just shows I can never tell what y'all are going to want. Oh.
I'd like to put it out
let
there.
me move these to
Belle.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to put it out
Yes,
there.
ma'am.
No, I will discuss it with you later. I'm sorry. My bad. Never mind. I was just going to talk about earrings. My mistake.
Okay. Well, when you get a chance, make sure you read the private chat.
I will.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move these to the side, and they'll be available on the replay. And I'll probably be getting out this grid at the top of the hour. So hopefully Kitty will help me remember the top of the hour. All right, let's do some bigger pendants. I'm going to get out the bigger grid. Here we go. And let's see what I have. I think I have some cat lovers in the chat, so let me show you some cute little cats. Here is the first one.
Oh, those are cute.
So we're going to put this one on L. Here's the second one.
Oh, look at those eyes. Oh, a tabby. Is that purple?
Yes.
Oh, purple. great, Tabby. What materials are these? Is it
These are metal, and the back is a golden tone.
okay? Oh, that looks like my twin girls.
Aww. Now, if I accidentally pull out two that are alike, you let me know.
I will
Sometimes
try.
I don't realize that I have duplicates. Wait, is this one the same as?
Yes,
I the same as that one?
That is it. Oh wait, one looks a little bit darker than the other.
All right. Is it the same as E? Is this one the same as this one?
No, it has white. A
Oh,
little
okay.
white print on it.
All right. Well, let's just move these to the side here. Okay, here is this one.
Oh, their faces are so cute.
Here's this one. All right, looking for $2 for choice. Let me see if I have something else. It won't quite be the same to fill in A and G. All right, this is different, but I'm going to throw a Hello Kitty out there. We'll put her on G. And this one's a different Hello Kitty, but we'll throw her on A. All right, so looking for $2 starting bid for choice.
Do we have a $2 start?
All right, Terry's in for 2. Thank you, thank you. Looking for $2.25.
Okay, we have Terry Bear in for 2. Anyone for $2.25?
If not, we can count down and just keep on moving. We somehow now have an echo.
There's an echo. Am I echoing?
No, it's me that echoes in your background.
Oh, okay.
But hopefully it's gone. We're going once, going twice.
Fair warning. And sold to Terry Bear.
Congratulations, Terry Bear. Let's see which one or ones. The only one that has duplicates is G, the Hello Kitty. Everything else is a one and done.
he wants one of each, please.
Okay. Here is a Hello Kitty, and then A, B, C, D, E, F, L, K, J, I, and H. Okay, that made it so simple. Thank you, thank you. All right, anybody for G? Anybody for G? Okay, we will move this aside then. All right, next, here's another one. Look at those pink little ears.
Oh, how adorable.
And look at all the colors on this one.
A calico.
Now, I also have a few dogs on this board. So y'all don't be surprised when the dogs come up. Now, this one I have two of in case any of y'all are looking for earrings. And this one I also have two of. Look at this cutie pie with those ears.
Look at those ears. Oh. Oh, adorable. And nowadays, I was just talking to Belle earlier, it's perfectly acceptable to wear a different earring on each ear. People don't look at you strange at all. You know, as long as I guess they're a dog and a different dog, or a dog and a cat, as far as I'm concerned, you could wear a dog and a cat. That way you don't have to make a decision.
Well, I saw a pair of earrings recently. I didn't get them. That had a purse on one side and a stiletto shoe on the other, both in a matching red enamel.
That's
So,
exactly, yes, that's exactly what I was talking about.
mhm.
Oh, that
And
would
I
match.
also saw one that was a life preserver and a sailboat.
Belle, I think A matches I.
Okay, all right. A matches I. Thank you. We're gonna put this on A then.
And I would like to offer my earring.
And I have one
Make
more that won't fit. Krista! Everybody welcome Crystal. Krista.
Crystal. Yay!
So
Hello.
this little one won't fit. So I'm just going to put it on the line. So if anybody wants that one when it comes time to bid and pick, you just want the one on the line. Now, what were you going to suggest, Miss Kitty?
I was going to suggest if anybody would like to have any of these made into earrings, and she has two of the same kind, or if you want different types of earrings, I don't care. I don't judge on it. You can let her know, and I can make the earrings for you.
Oh my, that is very generous.
That's up to you. Or if you agree and you're not uncomfortable, she can give me your address and I can send them right to you. But that's up to you and Belle. I'm just the suggestions.
And what you may not know is Kitty, I believe, has made earrings before. Is that correct?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Many of them. In fact, I have some that I've made for Belle that I have to send to her.
Aw, so sweet. Thank you.
Is that K?
Yes, this is Kay with the big pink ears. Any others y'all would like for me to show up close again? Or if you want me to lower the camera and just do a sweep over the board, I can do that. Y'all let me know what you need. We've got Mr. Terry in for 2, and we're looking for 225.
Do we have anyone in for 225?
Krista, I'm so glad you're here, sweetie.
These are so adorable.
Laurie's at 225. Now we're looking for 250.
Hey,
Boy,
Lori.
those sweet little eyes, they just melt your heart. And y'all remember to tell me in the chat what you'd like to see. Now, I was guessing on the dogs and cats just because a lot of people like dogs and cats. But maybe there are people out there that like elephants. Or maybe there are people out there that like travel or beachy themes or paw prints or celestial figures or angels or crosses. Y'all let me know what you like, and you're the obligation to buy. It just gives me some ideas to show.
We have Terry Bear. Do you want to come in at 250?
If not, you can just type out in the chat, and it's mighty fun.
Krista, right now we have a bid at 225. We're looking for 250.
For choice. At the top of every hour, we'll have the smaller charms for just $1. And if you want to watch back at the first round we had a lot of $1 charms as well, many of which are still left.
Thank you, Terry Bear, for your bids. Say that one.
Oh, that is a tongue twister.
Krista, did you want to come in for 250 or are you just inquiring? No pressure.
This is also a great time to remind everybody not only to click the thumbs up, pretty please, but also to make sure you're on live chat, not that top chat that will deceive you into thinking your own chat is at the top. And make sure that little red line at the bottom of the screen by my email address and Kitty's little icon is pulled all the way forward.
There we have going once.
Ooh, we heard a kitty mad right there. And not even our kitty co-host, some kitty in the background of Kitty. Kitty in the background of Kitty.
She's getting upset because I won't pay attention to her right now, and she wants her attention now. Because it's all about her.
Well, it may be a long night for her, Dan. Oh.
She just goes and picks on the doggy when she can't get her way. Okay.
Lori? We are sold to Laurie. So read out Laurie's order to me, pretty please.
We have C as in cat.
Okay.
We have D as in dog.
Of course, she's going to get the poodle. I know why she's getting the poodle. So, and then E.
And
okay.
E. Well, see, you don't need me. And then she's done. And thank you, Lori.
Well, with Laurie, I kind of knew what to expect because I've been hearing about this poodle for a few years now. That belongs to a family member, not her per se. So, and I've even been asked, "Do you have poodle stuff? Do you have poodle stuff?" So,
Okay.
and of course, Mr. Terry has 5 cats. All right, let's see our picking order, Melissa. Pretty please.
Terry's up.
All right, Mr. Terry, are you interested in any of the remaining ones? I thought the ones with multiples were going to sell first for people who needed seance, but clearly I can never predict which ones are actually going to sell and which ones aren't. Okay, Mr. Terry is going to pass. Do we have anybody else on the roster before we open it to the chat, Melissa?
You got that dreaded old Mr. Lag again. I wish he'd go away.
Well, that's just the nature of broadcasting. It's always going to be that way, just like, real TV channels have commercials. So, some things are just a part of broadcasting.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Melissa says we're open to chat.
Okay, anybody else? Last call on these before I scrape them to the side and put out something in their place.
I would like to make an order, please, Belle.
Yes, ma'am. What can I get for you?
I would like the pairs, please.
Okay.
F and L.
Okay, so the pairs on F and the pairs on L. Did you want the pairs on I too?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? All right. Those 6 are going to you.
Thank you, Belle.
Thank you. I turned the whole board. Imagine that. Okay. Last call. Anybody else? And y'all don't be shy about letting me know what you'd like to see tonight in terms of charms and pendants and keychains. Oh my. All right, let me move these aside then. And let's see what else we have to go on the board.
I wonder what goodie she's going to come up and put for us today. Open, 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 open.
Well, since animals have been popular, let me show some more cutie pie cats. Here's the first one.
Oh my goodness. Those are so cute.
We'll put this one on G. Here's the next one. To me, they have such a whimsy about them, kind of a folk art feeling.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I'm so glad you're back, Nancy. We were hoping and praying that you'd get it figured out, sweetheart. We miss you when you're not here.
Oh, pretty red. Those are so... There's a woman that
and look at the tip of the tail. The tip of the tail.
There's a woman that makes like coffee cups and things with cats painted similar to this. I wish I could
Okay,
remember.
now this one apparently has a duplicate. I'm going to put the duplicate right here.
Woohoo! And it has pink on it.
God has a way of working these things out. Okay, here's this one. Oh, this is a duplicate of A. Okay.
Oh, gracious. Oh, that.
This one's a
Oh,
dark indigo.
Oh, it's so pretty. Good job picking these, Belle. These are wonderful.
Thank you. Well, this was part of the reason I had this pop-up is I was just dying to show some of these beautiful pendants. Here's one in turquoise. And here's another one in pink. All right, I got a few open spots. Let's see what I can fill them with. Won't be exactly the same thing, but let's see. Okay, here is a blue cat under some stars. Here is a blue moon. Blue moon, I saw you standing. Okay, here is a cat with a purple background on some kind of a branch in the night sky. I mean, like, this one almost tells a whole story, I tell you. And here's another blue enamel moon. And it's kind of green. I don't know if y'all can see that it's kind of sparkly on the enamel.
Looks like it has part green, blue and green in it.
Yes, it's kind of an ombre coloring. Okay, adjust the camera over. All right, so A and B have duplicates. Nothing else does. We're looking for $2. And then at the top of the hour, we're going to have another dollar round.
Almost there to the top of the hour. Do we have a bid of
$2?
Oh, Terry Bear, you want to open your eyes and take in the beauty of all the cats.
Oh.
We have Diane in for 2.
Yay, Diane.
Do we have a bid of $2.25? And you all remember what I said about making those earrings for you. It really, it's very easy for me to do. And I like to do it. So it is very fun for me.
Well, they might have a hard time to track their package going to you and then you receiving it and fixing the charms into earrings and then trying to figure out how to get it back to them and being able to track that. So we might have to figure out how to do this and set something up behind the scenes and then offer it to everybody. I don't know if this is something we can set up just off the cuff, but if anybody's interested, I'm sure they can Discord message you, or if anybody's interested, I'm sure Kitty will give permission for me to give out her email and we can set it up that way. But you understand, for legal reasons, every time somebody pays me for something, I have to ship it to them unless they designate it to a different address. So I don't want to get myself in trouble with YouTube or PayPal. So
no, absolutely not.
Okay.
And I want you to get in trouble either.
But we've had this situation with Kathy and towels. And so if Kathy can figure out how to get towels to her to make them into hanging towels, I'm sure we can figure this out with Kitty and how to get charms into earrings. So it can be done. Melissa especially is great at figuring these things out.
All right, we're sold to Diane, and she would like E as in Edward.
Okay.
Yes. And F as in Frank.
Okay. Thank you so much, Diane.
Okay.
You know, sometimes it's the extra ones I add on last minute just to fill up the grid that end up being the most beloved ones.
Exactly. I have noticed that. All right. I think we're open to chat. Yes, we are.
Okay, anybody else? We've still got some beautiful enamel moons, and we have some of these postcard colored tabs.
We're open to chat. Thank you, Melissa. I got myself all messed up. Okay. We don't have any more takers?
Yes, we do. Laurie Kutcher is in for 2. She's going to take one of L. Okay.
Let's see. Belle, I think Lori. Oh,
So
okay.
L.
Lori
Thank
Kutcher.
you so much, Laurie.
Kutcher.
Kutcher.
Lori would like L, please.
Okay. Anybody else?
And she's done.
Okay.
And is anybody else interested? We're at $2.
All right, last call.
Belle, I'll take what you have left on your table except K.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're going to take the ones on the table except K. All right, so I'm going to get the duplicate of A up here and the duplicate of B, then C, D, J, I, H, and G. So what I have left
Belle,
is
can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can somebody help me out? Oh, wait a second. We had Terry in for C. All right, let me go back and grab C. We can hear you, Kitty. Melissa, would you send a message to Kitty in the chat? She seems to not be able to hear me.
Is that better?
Which one was C, Melissa? Which one was C?
I can't hear Belle.
Perhaps you need to refresh, Miss Kitty. Which one was C? Oh my. Would everybody who can hear me tell me which color was C, pretty please?
Okay, I can't hear Belle. I can't hear anything on Belle, so I guess I'm just talking.
Refresh, please. And
Just
Melissa,
talking.
if you or anybody in the chat could please tell me what color C
Can you
was.
hear Belle?
Okay, I'm gonna let Kitty go, and hopefully she's gonna re-click the stream. Okay, the indigo one. All right, so it had to be one of these. I think this is the indigo one. Okay, this is the one going to Mr. Terry then. Okay, the other ones are going to Kitty then. All right, anybody else? It was just Kitty that couldn't hear me. I'm so sorry about the unnecessary drama, everybody. I apologize. Hopefully we'll get Kitty back. All right, here's Kitty now. Kitty, can you hear me now? Kitty, can you hear me now? Kitty, you have
No, so
something
far I'm still
loud
not
in the
hearing
background, like a
anything.
fan or an air conditioner.
I'm going to go all the way out and come right back.
Okay, thank you, Kitty. All right, so Melissa, did you get Kitty's order and did you get Terry's order? Just let me know if I can move on, Melissa. Or if you need me to count the number of charms that Kitty got. Melissa, did you get the right quantity? Laurie, if you hear me first, you let me know because I hate to put Kitty's pouch away until I know that Melissa's got the right quantity. I also want to check to see if anybody else wants any of these. All right, Kitty's back again. All right, apparently Kitty connected with a different device. Let's try to connect with this device instead.
I'm back.
Okay, thank goodness.
And please let Terry Bear have everything. My order wasn't important, especially since I couldn't talk through
Okay.
it. So,
All right.
please.
So for the one that Terry Bear wanted, which was the indigo, we let him have that. Kitty wanted just one of the other ones on the board. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Unless you wanted the duplicates for earrings.
Yes, I
Did you
did.
want? Oh, you did. Okay, so that's going to make 9, Melissa. Okay, so here's the 2 duplicates for earrings. Okay. Thank you ever so much. Okay, so this is, Pretty Little Moon is going to be available on the replay. Not only is it a beautiful blue enamel, but it has the outline kind of a face. Unless I'm just seeing that, but I feel like I see nose and mouth, but maybe that's just me. All right, well, let me move this to the side, and it is way over time with all that drama to have the dollar round, but I'm still going to have the dollar round. We're just going to put those little technical glitches in the rear view mirror, and everything is going to start out at $1 for choice. Well, I see that we had some dog lovers and cat lovers in the chat. Does anybody like elephants?
Pretty elephant. And their trunks are up.
All right, these are a little bit big for the grid, but I wanted to sell them for $1. So I'm so sorry that these don't fit so great in the little blocks. So y'all give me a little grace about that. It just shows what a great value these are. that they really should be more than $1. And Kitty, help me see if there's any that are accidentally alike. Oops, Kitty fell off the stream. Sorry about that. I'm sure she'll come back. Here's the next one. Might have to look for some smaller ones to go in between. And Laurie must see something to her liking because she's going to start us out with $1. Unless y'all see some duplicates, I think they may all be one and done. These have such an exotic, like Bollywood feel to me. Maybe that's just me. Oops. Trying to slide them where they will all fit. All right, let me get some other little things to go in between. Okay, here's a cute little doggy. We'll put that one on M. Here's a little blush colored crown. Let's see if we have Kitty back now.
You can't hear me?
We can hear you now. You were in the back room because my eyes and hands were on Charms, so I didn't see that you were back yet, but I see you now.
Oh, that's okay.
Next, look at this cute little lock. Super elaborate little lock. Here's a sweet little butterfly. We'll put that on O. Here's a blue enamel heart. Put that on F. Here's a different butterfly, and look at all of the dimension and the scroll work on it. We've got $1. We're looking for $1.25. Here's a cute little flower. And here's a sweet little angel wing. Okay, I think I got some small little ones in between the big elephant ones. These were just so big that they're accidentally spilling over the lines, Kitty, but I just wanted to go ahead and start them off at $1. So
Well, I think it's kind of
show
apropos.
some good value they are.
It's apropos that the elephants are spilling over into they're spilling out of their corrals.
Indeed. And they're dressed so pretty. All right, Laurie's in for $1. We're looking for $1.25. If Kitty doesn't kill us with static first.
Uh-oh.
Are you close to a air conditioner, a fan, a sprayer, something with that sound? Okay.
No, not at all. It was the same. I've been sitting in the same place as before. All of a sudden, is that any better?
No, it's worse.
Okay, I'll be right back. Go ahead and sell. I'll be right back.
She says go ahead and sell, like I can read the chat and figure out who wants what and put it into baggies. Like, oh, she believes that I need the most help. Okay.
I am Not doing this
Okay, Kitty's back. Sigh of relief. All right,
one.
we are sold. Okay, we are sold to Laurie. And Laurie is going to make it interesting and easy by just getting all the elephants. Okay, thank you. God bless you. I love that you phrase it that way. All that time co hosting with me just taught you how to talk to me. I adore that. Kitty's just finding it out slowly but surely because it just takes time to get to know people. And so it's a learning experience.
Today just seems like it's the learning is slushing through cold molasses.
Okay, there we go. 10 elephants for Laurie. All right, we're open to the chat now. Still have some pretty stuff. We've got a crown, a lock, a heart, butterflies, a flower, an angel wing, and a doggy that needs a home. I think we finally have the echo solved, Shelby.
Now I'm afraid to say anything.
Well, it's never the sound of your voice that echoes. It's the sound of my voice that echoes in your. So you talking does not hurt or help or change the echo. But I'm sure the moderators are going to send Shelby a little message that it's not her place to correct the stream, that any corrections or insults or complaints will be made by me, not by her, because she didn't mean to hurt your feelings. So I'm sure somebody's going to send her a little message on Discord that complaining doesn't help. Okay, anybody else? Because we are positive vibes only.
Those are really cute. I really like the butterflies, but then just like Jane, butterflies are my heart too. Butterflies.
And Nancy too, as well. Let's not forget our sweet Nancy.
Doggy, doggy, where's my bone? Someday somebody took it from my home. That's cute, Shelby.
Mods, y'all help me out now. Y'all help me out. All right, let's move these aside. Okay, next, let's look at some large. I'm going to move back the camera. I'm going to move back the step. I'm going to change it all around. And I'm going to get out the big tray. And we're going to start these at $3. $3.
Okay, do we have... Oh, what? Oh, my
all right. So $3 starting bid. Let me walk y'all through the choices.
Those are
all right.
beautiful.
Here is the first one. I think this would be a spectacular pendant on a necklace, but I think it might also be pretty on a keychain. So much you can do with these. Hopefully you can see this is a dark purple color. Sometimes when I lay it down flat, it will look black, but not only is it purple, but it is faceted.
It is beautiful, and you can definitely see the purple.
Oh, good. All right, this next one is a one and done. It is enamel. And not only is it enamel, but there's a gemstone in the center. Here's a look at the back.
That one would be very, very simple to turn into a brooch.
Okay. This one is the kind of pendant that you wire wrap. in that it doesn't come with a bail. You're just going to wire wrap it. It's molded. All of the stones are here. It is super blingy. Also, it has these little eyes on it. Next in bronze. Not silver, not gold, but bronze. This one too has such a Bollywood feel to it. And if you're a person who likes large earrings, like shoulder duster kind of earrings, which I'm a person with, I have long hair, I often prefer large earrings just so it can be seen with my hair. These would be spectacular statement earrings if anybody's into statement earrings. All right, if you like Tinkerbell or just fairies in general, look at sweet little Tinkerbell. Next, here is a really heavy duty one. If y'all can see how heavy duty this is. Gorgeous leaves. This one is filled with seed beads. The seed beads are white and kind of a clear and silver. So this would be fabulous as a necklace pendant for summer. And this gives you a little time to get it done and get it on a necklace. And last but not least, this one is also in a bronze tone. It is this fabulous key. And look at the key part down here. Here is the top part with kind of a crest in it. So looking for $3 starting bid. Craig is here. Hello, hello, Craig. I was getting worried about you because I kept getting bounce backs that says customer is not receiving your email. Customer is not receiving your email. So I was starting to happen to you, Craig.
Hi, Craig. Welcome in.
So I guess now I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Those would be so easy to put on a necklace. And you could have just, all you need is one chain. You don't need to have a chain for every single necklace. All you have to do is get a couple of chains and just have.
Well, and I can help with that. If anybody needs a black cord, I do have them for just $1.
Oh, you could have an easy cord for every single one.
All right, looking for $3 for these large size pendants.
One for every day of the week, except you'd have to decide to wear 2 of them on one day.
Oh, and I was thinking that some of these would sell, and I just keep refilling the board like I did at the $2 round and $1 round. But if y'all aren't interested, then we can clear these away and get out some keychains or something else. Because so far we have shown some charms and we're showing some pendants. But if y'all would prefer keychains, then y'all let me know. We can swap to some keychains.
Belle, I'd like to start the bid for $3, please.
Okay. Well, Melissa will get you in for $3.
Yes, Craig, be very careful with some of these storms that are coming through.
Prayers for you, honey. Some of these have multiples. Some of these are one and done. I can tell y'all that C, G, and F are definitely one and done. All right, so Kitty's in for 3. We're looking for 325. Any interest? Otherwise, we're going to count this down to Kitty.
My son went camping, or is camping, and he got caught in a rainstorm while he's been camping, and it's
Oops.
been very awful for him, you know, camping.
Oh, no. Is he alone or with friends?
He's with friends.
Well, at least he's not alone.
Yeah, they're a lot closer now since they have to stay in the tent because it's raining.
I can imagine.
Okay, sold to me. How many A's do you have?
Let's see. I think I have 2. Let me double check. Yes, here's a second. So I have 2.
Okay, I'd like 2 of A, please.
Okay. All right. Anything else, or are you done?
I'm done, thank you.
Okay. Anybody else want to get in on these?
Anyone else have any interest? There's something in particular you would like to see, go ahead and speak up, and if Belle is able to get to it, I'm sure she'd be happy to show you.
Absolutely. All right. Last call on these then. All right. Let me move these to the side. All right, let's get out a few keychains. All right, keychains are going to start at $3 for choice. All right, let me show you what I have. All right, here's the first one. Look at the sparkle and bling on this one.
Oh, pretty.
And you'll see it has both a keychain and a fob on it, so you can hang it either way. I'm going to put that one on each.
Awful cute hanging off your purse, too.
Yes, 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 yes. All right, here's the next one. Oh, wait, this isn't very pretty, is it, Kitty?
No, I think we should leave that one for some other time.
What if it had a secret power?
Then you'd
Oh,
have to.
wait. Melissa's throwing up the stop in the name of love.
Oh,
Okay, so the key is going to Laurie. Okay, thank you. All right. Let me show you the secret of this not so pretty. There is a little lever. The lever's right here. When you push the lever, a magnifying glass comes out. So just think about when you're at a garage sale, an estate sale, a thrift store, and you want to see the marking on something, when you want to check and make sure that every stone is still there, how handy would it be to have a magnifying glass on your keychain? So
how
is it pretty? No. Does it have a secret power? Yes.
function isn't always beautiful.
Okay. Next, I've got a beautiful angel. Look at this angel, those gorgeous wings. So pretty. And this is the kind that are under a glass cabochon dome. So it gives a little extra weight to it. We'll put this one on F. Next one set, Route 66. And it also has some of the states that it goes through. This next one says, rejoice in the Lord always.
Amen.
Next, here is a beautiful heart.
Ooh, that's very pretty.
Great Mother's Day gift. The next one says, the joy of the Lord is my strength.
Sorry about that.
When I was growing up, one of my favorite songs that we would sing in children's church was a little kid song named The Joy of the Lord is My Strength. 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 I don't know if y'all sang that growing up, but we sang that. And the last choice here, this one isn't very pretty either. But you know what? This one also has a secret power, Kitty. The secret power is you twist off this end, and it is a flathead screwdriver.
Very good.
And you twist off this side with the keychain, and this one is a Phillips screwdriver. So these are great for eyeglasses and children's toys.
Definitely children's toys.
Well, I use mine on my eyeglasses. So, because otherwise in fact, I need to use it right now because y'all see how the sides just flip, flap, flip, flap. So, I need to
my
tighten them
glasses
up.
just recently fell. The lens kept falling out, popping out of my glasses.
Oh, no.
And I thought for sure I was going to have to go find my temporary cheater glasses until I could get my glasses fixed. And all I had to do is tighten the screw. So these little screwdrivers come in handy.
All right, we've got Diane at 3. We're looking for 325, and Melissa's about to count this down. And then we'll refill and see if there are any other ones. But I'll make sure and set these aside so that I don't accidentally show you the same one twice. So I have a whole separate container just for the discards.
Hello, Q. Welcome in. Sorry, I didn't.
Hi, Q. Right. So good to see you. Some of these I have multiples, and some of these I don't.
And sold to Diane for 3.
Okay, let's see. She's going to take A and G. So here's one of A and G. Okay, thank you, thank you. All right, we'll be open to the chat now. Any other interest? I thought everybody was going to go for the bejeweled butterfly. Just shows I can never predict who's going to want what.
Belle, how many of A do you have?
A bunch,
A bunch.
like maybe a dozen ish. Do you need
Oh
me to
my.
literally count out?
Okay, I would like to have 4 of those, please.
Okay, here's 4.
I think those will be good to have the guys carry on their keychains.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, anybody else? Okay, Laurie is going to take, let's see, where did it go? A and C. Okay, here's one of A, and here is C, the heart. Thank you, Laurie. Okay, anybody else before we scrape these to the side and we show some more? Okay, last call on these. And let me remind everybody, including our mods, to go ahead and refresh so that we all stay together. And when you refresh, you need to reset to live chat. All right, last call. And let me show you what else I have. And these will still be available on the replay. Okay, next I have a basketball. How great for that kid that plays on the basketball team or that guy that has season tickets for the basketball team or league. Next, this one is super heavy duty. Just look at the bail on this one. It could easily be a necklace. I'm going to put this one on
Wow.
8. Here is a sweet little gator. And look at the awesome texture, gator. Look at the sweet eyes. Such a pretty little creature. So we'll put this on that G. For our cat lovers, look at this little cutie pie. For all the baby lovers, look at this cutie pie, armed with his baby bottle.
That would be adorable for a baby shower.
It would indeed. Okay, for our friends who like sailing, like the beach, like nautical, maybe served in the Navy. All right, here's another cutie pie, and you'll see this is an entire figurine It's not thin and not flat. Here's another cutie pie in overalls. All right, still looking for $3 starting bid. That's going to be our starting bid on all keychains tonight.
It started $3. You know, these also go really nice on a gift or a present, where you just tape them on or tie them on with a pretty ribbon, and then they have not only the present inside, but they have a little gift on the outside of their package.
Laurie's at 3. Looking for $3.25.
These are some cute ideas. Very cute ideas. You could start a trend at work. Put these little doggies up on your computer or something, and maybe your neighbor next to you puts little kitties on her computer, and start a little.
Another cute thing that I've seen is for people who have ceiling fans. A lot of times the end of the ceiling fan just isn't quite long enough, or people just want something decorative. So they will add a keychain to the bottom or tie a keychain onto the bottom just to make it extend a little longer so they don't have to reach up so high, and just for the cuteness factor.
Oh, that would have looked beautiful with that butterfly. But any of these would look great too. Put that one on H in a man cave.
Or some of these would be great for kids' rooms, especially.
You can always think
We're
out
going once, going twice. And Melissa, after this round, let's just make these keychains by it now, just so it goes by a little bit quicker, pretty please. That way, when people see one that's worthy, they can go ahead and directly buy it, and I can just keep refilling the grid. I should have thought of that sooner.
And if any of you have any questions for Belle, or need a little helping hand on how to make a bid, we're always here to help you.
Okay, Laurie is going to take E and G. Thank you. Those were both one and dones. All right. Anybody else? And if you're lurking in the chat, feel free to just pop in and say hi. Saying hi doesn't cost you a dime, and there's no pressure to buy anything. All right. Anybody else? We're open to the chat.
Those doggies are cute.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Last call. I'm about to scrape these to the side. I'm surprised my cat lovers, after selling so many cat pendants, weren't interested in the cat keychain. I thought that one was going to get picked first. It just shows you can never guess which ones are going to sell and which ones are going to be passes. Oh. All right, let me move these to the side and we will keep it going. All right, so $3. Buy it now. All right, maybe somebody out there has a fun announcement. It's a girl. Just think what a fun way to announce that you're having a girl. Your granddaughter is having a girl. Your daughter is having a girl. Your son is having a girl. Your pet is having a girl. So super cute. Or maybe this is what you give to the grandparents to let them know. What do you mean it's a girl? Wait, who's a girl? So great, cute way of announcing. All right, next I've got these motorcycles. Vroom, vroom. But these motorcycles are also fidgets. Look at the wheels move, Kitty. And the back wheel also moves, Kitty. So both wheels move, 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 move. So it functions not only as a keychain, but as a fidget. And if you were liking that, but you're saying, I'm not really into bronze, I do also have this fidget motorcycle keychain in copper. Look how handsome it is in copper. Okay, next I have, oh wait, Kitty's back. Let me add her back in. Okay, next we have this cross. Look how stunning and elegant this cross is with a stone in the middle that is prong set. Super elaborate. Okay. Next, when you wish upon a star, when you wish with a keychain. Oh. Okay, Laurie's going to go for one of the. Okay, here's one of the copper going to Laurie. All right, I think Kitty's back again. Okay, welcome back, Kitty. And Laurie's also going to take the cross. Okay, here's the cross. Thank
I
you
can't
so much,
get my
Laurie.
sound back.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Kitty. Here is the next one. It shows some old-time cars, some old-time buildings, the classic Route 66. This is like stepping back in history. Look at this. If there's any older folks in the chat, they may even remember cars that looked like that. Here is another Route 66 one. You'll see some antique cars in this one as well, but this one you'll also see the mechanics shop. All right, let me stop and add Kitty back in again.
Lori?
Okay, I think we've got her back. All
Yes.
right, next keychain says, we love because he first loved us. And some
Lori,
pretty flowers in the background.
Lori wants the copper motorcycle on B.
And the cross, we got those while you were accidentally popping in and out and getting that taken care of. But thank you so much for trying to catch me up. I appreciate that.
Sorry.
This next one says, walk by faith and not by sight. And Terry says he drove to Route 66 in the year 2000. Wow. Way back when.
That's a long drive.
26 years. Wow. Were you living in the U.S. at the time, or was it just part of a vacation, Mr. Terry? All right. Any interest in these?
Buy it now for $3. He says when he lived in Tennessee.
Okay, nice. I forget that you lived in Tennessee for a little while. You might have run into Nancy. I don't know if she was still in Tennessee all that time or she recently moved there. Nancy, did you grow up in Tennessee or have you been there your whole life? Okay, next I've got a little boo boo bean doo. And I also have Betty Boop in a different color dress.
My Terry used to ride a Harley too.
Oh, okay. Then next, I have a pretty one with this heart on it. And this one is totally in the heart. You could easily take it off and make it a necklace pendant if you wanted it to. It's that nice.
Abby would like to know if you have any more charms shaped like shoes.
Shaped like shoes. Trying to think. Let's see. I have a brooch that's shaped like a shoe. I know that I'm not showing brooches because it's a charms and pendants and keychains. Oh my. But you know what? I know the lady that owns this channel. If you were interested in a brooch, make a request. I could show just one shoe brooch, even though that's not the format.
I think that's more than okay.
Okay, let me just fill up the board and then I will grab that brooch. Look at this sweet little turtle.
Oh, he's adorable.
So have this dolphin. Well, actually, it's two dolphins, and there's a little blue topaz in between. But this one is double-sided.
Oh, wow.
So both sides, and both sides have the gemstone. I'm going to put that on D. Likewise, I have it with a pink stone that looks kind of like morganite. And once again, double-sided. And lastly, this one has a magenta stone. It's a little bit darker and more of a matte on the dolphins. And here's a cute one. This one says, see if I can get the words to show up without a glare. Sometimes it's so hard because it wants to reflect all of my camera and lighting. To others, you might be just one person, but to me, you mean the world, Daddy. Love you always. Such a nice Father's Day gift. Okay, I'm going to let y'all bid buy on these, and I'm going to grab the brooch.
We have any interest? It's a buy it now for $3. We have dolphins with different color stones in them. We have Lori in at 3 for one of the turtles.
Okay, I'm going to use this as like a commercial break, even though it's a commercial for my auction during my own auction. This is the brooch that I was talking about. All of these keychains still on sale. We're still taking bids. But I'll open this up for Diane. If she's not interested, then we'll open it up to anybody. This brooch is just $6. It's a fancy high-heeled shoe. It is covered with a pave of stones, and it has red marquee cut stones for the flower. So if you're interested, buy it now of 6. If not, then you can just put pass, and I'll open it up to everybody, and then we'll get back to these keychains. But I always want to take your request, even if it seems unlikely that that's what we're supposed to be selling, because I'm willing to make exceptions for the people who show up to the auction. We have so few people watching, I can make special rules for y'all. Okay, and we are sold. So thank you. Put some more requests in, y'all. Southern Belle is taking custom requests. And I'll try to see about getting some more shoe. I do have some that I've sold in the past, I think, and I can order more of them. I don't think I have any right now today, but give me a couple of weeks and I will order some and have them in. And Melissa will write a little note. I'll even let you know so when I get them in so that you can be in the chat. All right. Meanwhile, I believe that I had some sales. What did I get? What did I sell? Kidding? Kidding?
Diane. Well, you got to shoot Lori.
I thought before Diane. Let me see if I can.
Lori was in for the turtle on E.
The turtle. Okay. All right. Sold. Thank you, Laurie.
And so far, that's it, except for the shoe brooch.
Okay. Anybody else before we move these to the side and look at some others?
Remember, the dolphins have different colored stones, glass in them. We got pink and pink. 2 colors of different pink. B has a dark pink. C has a light pink. And D was aquamarine.
Okay, last call on these then. Let me move these to the side. I'll show y'all a few more. Oops. Okay. This next one has some beautiful words about forever love. And in the center of the heart, there is a little pink stone. Next, I've got a cross keychain. This one has a pretty pearl, And then on the dangle, it says, "It doesn't matter how old I get. I always need you, Mom."
Oh.
So sweet. This key has a key to it. Look how it resembles an antique old time key, and it's in a bronze tone. This next one says, "Not sisters by blood, but sisters by heart." Oh,
Oh.
that's so sweet.
And Lori wants one of H, as in Henry.
Okay, let me just read this one to you while it is zoomed in, and then I'll grab H. This one says, "To my best friend, because of you, I laugh a little harder, I cry a little less, and I smile a lot more. I love you." Okay, here is one of H with a pretty little pink stone. So I had two of that one. Surprised y'all, huh? Sometimes I have duplicates. You'll never know. All
Well,
right,
hopefully.
this one says, oh wait, have we done this one already? I think we did this one already. Here's one I think we haven't done yet. "The Lord is my light and my salvation."
Amen.
Okay, and here's another one. I don't think we've done this one yet either. Get to focus in. "Love one another as I have loved you."
Do we have any more interest? Buy it now. $3.
Oh no, is the whole board going to be a pass? Nat's here. Hey, Nat. I'm so glad you're here. Kitty, look, Nat's here.
Hello, Nat. Welcome in.
Okay, last call on these keychains.
Don't forget a thumbs up, everybody.
All right, let me clear these up. Okay, next, anybody like Hello Kitty? Hopefully, Hello Kitty will be more popular than Betty Boo. All right. All right, here's the first Hello Kitty in her signature pink bow and pink dress. Here is Hello Kitty riding a unicorn. Remember, these are $3. Buy it now. Hello Kitty singing a cupcake liner.
How sweet.
Literally. Okay, here she is in a long, full-length dress.
Going to a party.
I guess so. She must have had a hot date because she jumped on her scooter. Or maybe she just needed to go to a shopping mall.
Maybe she needed eggs.
Maybe so. Oh, I
There she
gotta tell
went.
you, there she went shopping. I gotta tell you the funniest, saddest story, much like my gas story that I told you behind the scenes. Last week, I was so excited that my local store, which is called Mathern's, had I don't know if y'all use any of these digital coupons, cyber coupons, but you have to log on your computer and then click to load the coupons onto your little store card. And I was so excited that they had eggs on sale for $2.99. And then with the cyber coupon, you got $1 off. And I'm like, yes, I'm going to get eggs for $1.99. Before this, Kitty, I have not had eggs in 3-4 years. So
Oh.
I was splurging on eggs because I've so missed eggs, but I just couldn't afford eggs. So I thought $1.99 and it's limit too. So I was going to get two. So I went to the website, I made a membership, I clicked add to card, drove to the store, which is actually next door to the place that takes my UPS packages. So really, I put one place and just walked next door. Got the eggs. Oh, and they were Eggland's best eggs too. So name
Oh,
brand
that's a
eggs.
good
And
brand.
yes, and I checked out and got them for $1.99. And so with tax, it was like $4.40. Now there, you can't use your credit card unless it's a $5 minimum. So I had to come up with cash. I always have at least $5 in cash because my liquidator works that way too. To use a credit card, you have to have a $5 minimum. And I'm like, yes, I got eggs. Woohoo. Drove to Aldi to get some other item. And when I was walking by the freezer case to get the actual item I was going to buy, I looked over, my heart sunk. Aldi had eggs on sale for $1.66. I could have been
Oh,
getting eggs all this time without a coupon, without a membership, without any of this if I had just looked at the Aldi. I didn't even realize they had eggs. I mean, they only have one type of egg, and it is a small egg and not a name brand egg. But I just couldn't believe I was kicking myself. I'm like, I could have had eggs all these years.
well,
Anyway, that's my egg story. Okay, so needless to say, this week, because I got 2 dozen eggs, I am eating eggs because it's one of those great breakfast items and also great breakfast for dinner items. Okay, and here
yep.
Kitty has the 3D glasses on. You can always tell because they've got the pink and blue lenses. Sorry, that was a long story, and I'm trying to sell keychains.
That's
I
all
apologize.
right. Love your
Okay,
stories,
here
Belle.
is Hello Kitty taking a selfie of her, maybe making a video of herself, because you know she's got to stay active on social media. And I've got two more, but I'm out of spots. But I'm going to see if I can just kind of sandwich them in. Here's one of her in an ice cream cone. I don't know why. And here's her holding up a little sign that says, love you.
Oh,
So I'm going to see if I can sandwich that one in here. So let's see if we have any Hello Kitty fans. Oh, and uh, Nancy's saying congratulations. She must not have heard the sad ending to this story. I told Kitty a very similar story like that, but it was about gas before the show started. Oh, because that's just the kind of life I lead, where I'm always looking for bargains, and I either don't know that I have them or don't know that the item was affordable all the time, and I was just doing without. All right, last call. Really? No Hello Kitty? All right, well, last call on this then. Last call, last call. I'm about to scrape them to the side. And Kitty, do you know what time it is?
It is 7:08, Belle.
All right. Well, so it is time for another $1 round. All right. Let's do some more $1 charms. Let me scoot the little
Time for
board
Belle's
forward.
bonanza.
Yes,
Bargain,
ma'am.
bargain, bargain, bargain bonanza.
Okay, let's see what I've got y'all this time. Okay, let's, if I didn't include some starfish, my emotional support companion, Buffy, would be mad at me. Y'all have probably heard me talk about Buffy. If y'all don't know, Buffy was actually a gift from Kitty, and it was sent by Colleen as part of one of her mega scoops. That's how sweet Buffy came to be my little plush pet. All thanks to Kitty. All right, so here is the first starfish.
That's a beautiful color.
Thank you, because I do have 3 of that color. And here is a blue one. I do have 2 in blue. Here is lavender. I have 2 in lavender. Here is blush pink. I only have 1 in blush pink.
Oh,
Here is white. I have 2 in white. And here is one in kind of a dark charcoal. It's not completely black. It's more of a dark charcoal color. I've got 2 in that color as well. All right, let's see what else we can put on the board. Well, since pets have been popular tonight, let me show you some pretty little paw prints. So these paw prints would be pretty anyway, but hopefully you can see that they glitter. And y'all see the sparkly texture?
sparkle.
So I'm going to put this one on L.
And those sparkles won't come off all over the floor when you wear it.
Right, because these are enamel, so it's part of the inlay of the stone. So it's all inlay. It has a smooth feeling to your fingers. So there's green. Here is a golden inlay. A blush pink inlay. A purple inlay.
That's pretty. They're all pretty.
Thank you. Here's red. And I have 2 of the red.
Ooh.
This is a darker blue. I thought it was the same, but I'm looking at them now and it's a darker blue. Here is a dark gray. Here's a light gray. All right, let's see. I got 3 spots still open.
These are all such pretty colors.
Okay, next I have a airplane. And the airplane does have two available. Here is a sailboat, and it has a rope-like surround.
These are all $1. Starting bid $1.
And here is a different type of airplane.
A biplane.
Okay. I figured Terry would tell me the difference in planes, but here we go. Kitty knows too. Such a help.
Well, living next to a Air Force base, you learn all sorts of different planes.
Nice.
And if I don't know them, my Terry does.
Looking for just $1, y'all.
We have a starting bid of $1.
I thought these would have been flying off the shelves as soon as I shoved the first row.
Oh, they will. Just wait.
Okay. All right. Yes, ma'am. Didn't mean to be impatient.
Belle's Bargain Bonanza. Do we have any bids?
And y'all let me know what you'd like to see after this. If you want to go back to keychains, back to pendants, charms, you're ready to see some agate slices. If you want to see some glass, y'all just let me know.
Lori says she thinks the two on C are different. A, B, C. Oh,
Okay,
yes,
well, if anybody picks C, then I'll tell them to let me know which one.
Yeah, I think one is a
So
jet.
C
and
will be
one
for
is a
choice
fighter.
then. Thank you ever so much, Laurie. You know, I'm only human. I make mistakes. So if anybody chooses C, we'll just let them choose.
It's okay. One's a biplane. One looks like it's a 1940 fighter. And the other one is like a jet airplane. Like a, I don't know, 350, that's a bullet.
So any interest for $1, or all these pretty colors and sparkles and enamels of past?
Well, I'm going to go ahead since everybody else isn't going to jump in there. If you change your mind, jump on in there and let me know. I'd be glad to give it right back. I would like everything that has a pair.
I think what Kitty means to say is she would like to start the bidding at $1. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's very correct.
Okay, there we go. Kitty's in at $1. We're looking for $1.25. Kitty might have forgotten we were at an auction for a second there. Oops.
I get excited. I get excited
She does.
too.
She does. She's used to being a bidder, but that's okay. All of my co-hosts have come from the world of bidding. Laurie, Melissa, Lisa, everybody before you. So therefore, it's one of those things that everybody has to figure out at the beginning. So, but I'm here to help guide Kitty, and Kitty's in for $1. Anybody in for $1.25, or is Kitty gonna walk away with everything? Which I really think is only two things that have duplicates. So really, it'll just be two things, but still.
Anybody in for $1.25?
If not, Melissa's going to count us down. Oh, and a few of these starfish, I did name them out at the time, have duplicates. I guess I should get those out now while we're counting down because I'm probably going to need them. All right,
Mm,
so the blue was one that had a duplicate. The white was one with a duplicate. The green had two duplicates. The grayish had a duplicate, and the lavender had a duplicate.
those are pretty.
All right, now we are sold to Kitty. All right, so we will count these up, and we know the planes aren't duplicates, but we've got these two red paw prints, and then the two grays, the two white, just two, which will leave one of these.
I'll take the third one too. I'll make
We'll
a
take the
necklace.
third one.
Yeah,
Okay, all
take a
right.
necklace or two.
The two blue and the two lavender. Okay, so everything else that's left is one and done. Thank you so much, Kitty.
Sure. Kind of feel
Anybody
like
else? Any of you, dog, a cat, iguana, hamster people with the little paw prints? Now, granted, my Buffy doesn't have a paw print. You know, starfish just don't work that way, but still.
and you could even have these engraved on the back with your animal's name and then put it on their collar.
Oh, that's a lovely idea.
Not for identification purposes, but just to give them a little bling, something that
Absolutely.
it will connect to their collar, so they can't eat it.
Well, why
Especially,
not just turn their collar into like a charm collar?
oh, that's cute.
You know, if we can have charm bracelets, why not a charm collar for a dog or a cat or
Good glue,
a ferret or whatever you have?
glue always on top of their leather. Uh, See, I call my cats don't wear collars; they wear bracelets
Oh,
or necklaces.
oh, okay. All right.
In fact, one of them not
Well, see,
lost.
I was on it with the charm bracelet then because you've already got bracelet wearing cats.
Yeah, even my chickens wear bracelets,
Okay.
although they are called ankle bracelets.
Well,
They're
that's okay. The chicken legs are the tastiest part. All right, last call on these. That was a bad joke to make. I
That's okay.
apologize for any chicken lovers, or
No,
any
no, no, no.
vegetarians.
I threatened my
Oddly
rib.
enough, Kitty and Terry were nice enough to treat me to lunch today, and I probably should not tell them about the delicious chicken that they treated me to from Popeyes because it might hurt their chicken's feelings.
We just won't tell them that we
Oh,
also eat chicken. I threaten my
okay. Oh,
I, I threaten my guy all the time. I, I threaten Randy. I have a
oh,
Reba and a Randy, and I
uh-huh.
threaten Randy all the time. If you don't behave, you're going to find that stew pot.
Oh my.
He doesn't
Yeah,
listen
he's
to
going to be lunch from the plate. Okay.
me.
Well, last call on these then. We'll move these to the side. All right, let's look at something different then. Let's go back to some $2 pendants. So let me bring out the big board again. Okay, let's see what we have this time. Okay, let's see if y'all like enamel. Do y'all like enamel? I've got some beautiful colored enamel feathers. So these are nice and big and long, and they're all enamel.
Oh,
So
those are
here's the first
beautiful.
one. We're going to put that one on L. Where's my purple lovers at? Look at the beautiful purples in this one. And these have so much of a mosaic flair to them. So these are $2 for choice.
Oh, how pretty.
Okay, this one is like this one. And this one. So some of these I have multiples. This one's like this one. Okay, here's a different one. In blacks and whites and reds.
Stop.
Here's one for blue and white. Oh, y'all, she wasn't talking to me. I think she was talking to one of the pets.
Oh, hope you didn't hear that.
Yes, we can hear all of that. So sometimes, you just need to mute when you got stuff going on at home. It's okay.
I'm sorry. My dog barked.
We understand sometimes you need to, or a wife or an owner.
I apologize to anyone that might have offended.
All right. Thank you. All right. Oh, here's a duplicate of this one. Okay. Here are some hearts, and look at those sparkles inside these hearts. Also got multiples of this one. Here's a cute little whale tail in multiple colors. Okay, let's see what else I can add to the board. Okay, here is an Eiffel Tower. And I do have multiples of the Eiffel Tower. Next, I have this beautiful cross. It has a heart in the center. It has bling on it, and it is already festooned with the lobster claw clasp. And that one also has multiples. If you wanted to make earrings, you could just take the lobster claw clasp and put it on something else. And here is a cross. And this one also has multiples. All right, looking for $2. Anybody for $2?
$2.
We've got enamel, we've got sparkles, mermaids, Eiffel Towers. Wonder if I could stand these up. I bet I could. Oh, look. These will definitely stand up.
Oh, look at that. Aren't those adorable? Those any of these that have two would make absolutely adorable earrings. If you didn't want to have them in earrings, you could take each one of those the feathers and put it on a beautiful charm bracelet or even a necklace. Those would
And
make
I think if you're a board game player and maybe you have lost some of the pieces, that these Eiffel Towers would make good replacement pieces for your board games.
good.
Monopoly, Sorry, chess.
What a wonderful idea.
Thank you.
That's something I never would have thought. I never thought about. That is a brilliant idea.
Thank you. Thank you. I grew up playing board games, and it's one of the things I truly miss.
We would use like macaroni, pieces of macaroni and things like that. Toothpicks for money.
All right, well, last call. I can move all these to the side if there's no interest. All right, last call, let's call. Okay. All right, well, let's go in a different direction. Let's look at some natural stones. Anybody like natural stones?
Oh, who doesn't?
All right, so the first one is aventurine. Then I have obsidian. Here is some kind of yellow quartz. I think this one is jade, but I'm not 100% sure. This one is lepidolite. You'll see it has beautiful veining in it.
Now I have one like that, Belle, that I have on a necklace, and it is gorgeous. And my grandson wears the obsidian one.
Nice. Okay, here's another green one. It's not quite as dark of a green. I think it's some kind of an agate. And this is orange. I think it's a coral. And this one is kind of a jasper in kind of this peach color. This one is red with veining that really reminds me of the blood that Jesus shed on the cross for our sins that we celebrate here at Easter. This one is a light lemon quartz. This one is a white quartz. They may look the same on camera, but in real life, they're slightly different shade. And this one is a rose quartz, which is just the slightest bit of pink.
Bless you.
Pardon me. Thank you.
You can see the difference. It's coming through just slightly.
Okay, let me see if I adjust the light, if it's going to show more. Usually
that helps.
light colors show better in less light and dark colors show better in more light.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot better.
Some of
You
these
can
I have
see.
multiples, some of these I don't. So anybody for $3?
And these look like they're kind of heavy. They're really not that heavy. They're just sturdy, and they just feel like they're worth something, if that makes any sense at all. It just they are they're not cheap. They're
Exactly.
nice.
If anybody is looking for a lighter weight one, then I do have some lighter weight ones that are acrylic, but still lovely and sparkly.
Oh
But
yeah.
these are natural stones. If anybody would prefer to see the acrylic, just let me know and I can show those instead. So I want to show what y'all want to buy. All right. Well, last call on these crosses.
Belle, when you get a chance, check private, please.
Okay. All right. Let me move these aside.
Okay.
All right, next we're going to go back down to $2 and I'm going to show you some other pendants. Let me see if these might be more to anybody's liking. And if any of the few people are watching, if y'all have requests, then y'all put them in the chat. I want to show what y'all want to buy. All right, here's the first one. It's a windmill.
Oh, isn't that cute?
And for my cat lovers, look at this cat in the filigree moon. Or maybe it goes this way. Well, I guess both sides are pretty. Okay, next for everybody who was sad they missed out on the motorcycles and the bikes of the first round, here is a bigger pendant, and apparently they're doing some kind of trick here. Here is a beautiful sparkly star. Put this on E. Here is a big bicycle. We'll put that on J.
Bicycle, bicycle.
Next, we have an angel. I'll put the angel here.
How pretty.
And for anybody interested in the cat, I do have two of the cat one with the filigree moon.
Oh, that's nice.
Here is some kind of fairy creature. That one on I. Here is a butterfly. Here is a lizard or a gator. Look at that curly little feetsies.
That's some curly tail he's got.
Here is a different type of angel.
That reminds me of a country angel.
Here is a different cat in a moon, and this one already has the veil as part of the pendant. Oh, I do have multiples of this one, by the way. Oh, and look at this with the paw print and the heartbeat.
Oh, that was adorable.
Oh, and I think this one's like this one. Well, actually, I guess I have 3 of that one. And apparently I have 2 of this one with the guy doing some kind of motorcycle trick.
The trickster.
Okay.
All right,
Also
we're
have
looking
2
for
of this one.
we're looking for a bid of $2. Do we have a bid of $2? $2, $2. $2 bid, $2 bid, $2 start.
Kitty's singing. She must be serious now. Whatever works.
Whatever works. I keep myself awake.
Mm-hmm.
Stop drinking. Stop drinking coffee. Keep awake.
Last call on these then.
Not going to help me here, huh, people? Start out at a $2 bid. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, once again, I will take the ones, nope. I'm starting the bid at $2.
Kitty, would you like to place a bid?
At $2, please.
Okay. Kitty's in for 2. Thank you so much. Kitty has learned the difference in an auction and a buy it now. No, Kitty knew that already. So
Yeah,
teasing.
it's a lot different being on this side of
It
it.
is, because there is so much else to keep up with when you're on this side of the screen. When you're on the other side of the screen, your choices are just to buy or not to buy, to buy or not to buy, and
That's right.
as well as keeping the chat going. So, and we should have had one of Melissa's fun questions to keep our chat going today. Melissa, do you think it's too late to have a question? Do you happen to have a question ready? Because I think it might be fun to have a little merit-based question. Let's see if Melissa has one ready. If not, I will say one off the cuff, but I feel like she has one ready. Because we have a couple we didn't use from Monday. Oh, wait, Melissa's a little busy counting it down. I was trying to give y'all more time to bid while answering the question, but Melissa wanted to get the countdown in first, I guess, before she tells you. Then y'all could be answering during the complicated picking process.
Okay. Did you have a double of K by any chance?
No, I did not.
Oh, that's a cute one.
It is.
I would like everything that has a double.
Okay.
And G.
All right, so here's G. And I realized that I had this one and this one, so technically I had 3 of this one.
That's
So,
fine.
but here's, oh, you want the 3rd as well?
Yes, I'll make a necklace out of it.
Okay, that'll be a lovely set if I can just stop chasing it. Okay, so Melissa, there'll be 3 of this one. All right, and then let's see, 1, 2 of the angels, unless you decide you wanted to the 3rd, while you can get a 3rd.
Yeah. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, 3. I already wrote that down as 3.
Okay. And then we have the trickster on the motorcycle for 2. The filigree cats for 2. Oop, oop. Don't run away. Okay, so, oh, and I almost forgot the 2 lizards or gators. All right, so what we're left with are just the one and dones. Now, anything else before I seal up your bag?
Nope, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, we are open to the chat now. So we have a cat in a moon with the built-in veil. We have an angel. We have a sparkly star, a fairy, a bicycle, and a windmill. Okay, here is the question for tonight's merit-based giveaway. What celebrity would you like to trade places with for one day, and why? What celebrity would you like to trade places with for just one day, and why? Okay, we're now open to the chat. Do you want to answer today's merit-based giveaway to help kick it off? And maybe once you and I each answer that, people in the chat might start answering too. I love to read the fun answers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, while you're thinking it over, I'll give my answer. My answer would be I'd like to swap with one of those daytime morning show hosts, like Jenna Bush Hagar, for instance. After all, she's happily married to a cute husband. She's got kids, so she has the blessing of kids. She's got a steady job to talk to and interview different celebrities on TV shows and movies and musicians, gets to see all the new music and the concerts in the square. So I think that would be fantastic between her personal life and all of her interviewing. That just seems so fun to swap with her for one day.
I think that's very interesting. I was just thinking of how much work that lady does. Is just crazy. Let alone her 80 plus job a month or a week. All the, then she's got to go home.
Well, I'm sure it helps having so many of the producers and the interns that write out those handy dandy cards with all the questions on it. So, a lot of the background and the research is done, before she ever gets into hair and makeup. And how fabulous that she gets a whole hair and makeup wardrobe, that she always gets to be dressed presentably and professionally in daytime apparel, but still with jewelry and pretty heels. So great fashion, but always still modest and appropriate for daytime.
Well, she came from that kind of family where they were modest anyways, so it wasn't a
That's
reach for
true.
her to do that. I've
Very
always
true.
appreciated that Christian background. I think mine isn't really celebrity because I lived in Southern California. I've lived around celebrities all my life, and it's not bragging. It's just I've never and having celebrities in in my family and things like that. I never wanted to be that part of the world. It was not something I was ever interested in. But and and she's not really a celebrity in the sense, but I would like to have seen what Eleanor Roosevelt was like in real person and spend time being her for one day and just feeling what it was like to have so much influence and be the type of person she was with all of her compassion and forgiveness. She was a woman that forgave some awful things that were done to her, partly due to her looks.
Well, I
And
think political figures can count as celebrity. I think the term celebrity just means somebody that we all know or can look up. It keeps people from saying, "Oh yeah, I want my, Aunt Zelda," because we're not going to know everybody's Aunt Zelda. But yet, by celebrity, it can be anybody from an actor, singer to a politician to an
exactly,
author to a elected official, a world leader, anybody with a known name. I think it could be a celebrity chef. It could be a reality star. So,
yeah,
but while the
I
answers are coming in, I'm gonna bring out some glass pendants. These are gonna be
I wouldn't.
$3 for choice.
I,
I'm sorry, what?
I I just wouldn't suggest being, thinking you want to be Anne Boleyn for a day or something, because you never know
Oh, that
what
comes
day
to
you're
a bad
pop,
end.
what day you're gonna pop in on.
So, and it was heartbreaking the rivalry she had with her sister too.
Oh
So,
yes, oh
all right.
yes.
So, glass pendants, $3. We may not have a viewership interested in celebrities or in even our merit-based giveaways, but we'll see if they're interested in glass. So, these are glass pendants. So, they're going to be here. Here This one is similar, but it's in a teardrop.
What I like about these glass pendants is that they literally will go with anything you're wearing because it shows through the back.
Yes, 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 yes. That's a great point. Okay, here's one pretty in pink. And these are pendants too. If they flip around, they're still pretty on both sides. All right, here's another one. Of course, they want to
And
slide.
keep in mind, $3 to start while she's
All
setting up
right,
the grid.
here is a red glass cross.
That is pretty. Reminds me of Jello.
All right, here is a heart, and you'll notice that the color is ombre. So it's darker at top and lighter at the bottom. Here is a clear glass. Here is another one of these with the ombre coloring to it. This one kind of has the backwards ombre coloring where it's pink at the bottom. This one is glass but has little flowers painted on it. And this one's also glass. It's kind of a translucent glass.
These are all very beautiful, especially for a starting bid of $3. Does anybody want to start the bids? $3 start. These would be beautiful in a little Easter basket, in a little box. Or maybe for that young woman who's a little bit too old, or she thinks she's too old for an Easter basket, but you can make her put a little box and wrap it up in Easter wrapping.
Laurie's in for 3, looking for $3.25.
That red heart, I have to admit, or the Red Cross is be really perfect for this time of year.
Absolutely.
My grandmother used to have a stone, just a stone that my grandfather made her when they were first together, when they were very, very, very first married. This was in the 1930s, I believe. And I was probably 10 years old before it dawned on me it was just a rock. And I asked her, why do you wear just a rock around your neck? And she said, it's because first of all, it was the first thing that my grandfather gave to her. It was the only kind of jewelry that they could afford, was something that he made. And my grandfather gave it to her on Easter to represent the rock that Jesus moved.
Ah, nice.
So I always thought that was kind of neat. But it was just a rock. And she used to say, well, Jesus moved just a rock.
Well, and apparently Laurie likes it too because it is sold to Laurie, as is Jay. Okay,
Oh,
great choices.
enjoy, sweetheart. That's nice.
Anybody else?
$3 to chat. Lori also, why did it go?
Wait, Melissa, I'm
Melissa,
confused. Laurie's saying D and J. However, Melissa's
I think
saying D and L. That might have just been a typo, though.
I think it was just a typo.
Okay. If I got the wrong one, y'all let me know. I'll always fix it. All right. Anybody else in the chat for any of these?
D, J, and L. No, see, wait a minute. No, just one of D and J done. Okay.
Okay.
So no L.
Well, I did it right for once then. Thank you. No worries.
You do it right. 90 times out of 100, you do it right.
Oh, we're not keeping score. All right. Anybody else? I always tease people and say, I don't do any math. And they're like, but you do billing. I said, if you have ever seen PayPal, then you know PayPal actually does the math. I just put in the quantity and the price. So all the math is on PayPal. That's why it's correct. But if you get a wrong quantity or a wrong price, that's on me. All right, last call on these. All right, I see it is the top of the hour. So let's go back to another $1 round.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right, so these are all going to be $1 starting bid for choice. Melissa, I'm going to apologize in advance because most of these are blue. All right, so here's the first one. It's a glittery blue heart.
Oh, that is pretty.
Then I have a little whale tail here in a pretty blue. Here is a blue butterfly. Here is a planet. A pretty flower with a little gemstone in the center of the flower. Here is a different type of little gemstone. I also want to show you this one has a built-in veil. All right, then I've got a whole mermaid here
Oh.
in the metallic blue. Here's a little blue daisy, or it could be a zinnia maybe. Here's a blue star, or maybe it's a starfish. Oh, lightning bolt.
I see a theme here.
Yes, I bought blue, and they sent me blue in lots of different themes. Here's a blue rose. Yeah, most pendants you buy by the package. So That's how I get a whole set of cats or of dogs or of elephants. This one just said random blue. So,
Mhm.
but I thought usually blue is so vivid and pretty that people might
Mhm.
like it. Here is a blue leaf. Here's a different type of planet.
Saturn.
Here's a blue star. Blue shell. A galaxy. Pardon me. And a blue cat. All right, there we go. $1 starting bid for choice. Who's feeling blue? Melissa's in for one.
We have Melissa in for $1. Do we have
Looking for
$1.25? $1.25. What we're looking for right now.
bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up, bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up. Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up.
Yay!
And after this, would y'all like to see some agate slices?
Ooh,
I have a
agate
few
slice.
more left of the $3, and I have some brand new huge ones in the $5 size.
That sounds beautiful. Those are always so nice to look at, to see which ones you want to buy.
I was hoping Nana might pop in because I know she loves agate slices, but she might have to work tonight. If you're on my Discord, you'll see she has published some beautiful pictures showing what she's made from the agate slices.
Fair warning. And sold to Melissa.
Well, blue is her favorite color, so she probably feels targeted, but a lot of people, in fairness, like blue. She's not the only one. So
After pink,
she's
Perry.
no more targeted by blue than she is by cats or by pigs or by apples or any of the other many things that she collects. Okay, let's see what all she's choosing. She's going to go for A. All right, and R. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Melissa.
I knew she was going to take the R.
Did you? Okay. For some reason, I was thinking she might take either G or K. So it just shows you know your M&M better than I do. All right, anybody else? Last call before I scrape these to the side.
We're open to chat. Dollar bid.
Ariel, I guess you're just going to have to stay with me a little bit longer. I know you wish you could be part of their world. Wish you could be part of that world. Because you've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty, who's it's and what's it's galore. But no big deal. You just want more. She wants to be where the people are. All right. I'm not just going to sit here and sing. I'm going to move these to the side and I'm going to show y'all some agates. All right. Let's get a bigger grid. Okay. These agates are going to be what I have left over of the $3 agates. These are the smaller. I will have some larger ones after. This is what I have in the smaller size. And y'all remember these are rough cut agates. You can see how rough it is right there. And they are irregular. The holes are already in them. They're very nice thickness. So this is going to be the first one. We're going to put this on. Here's another one. This one's a light yellow. Here's the reverse side of it. All right, here's this one that looks kind of like a peanut.
These all have their holes already, don't they?
Yes. See right here? Here's the hole. They all already have their holes. And if you look, you can kind of almost see through parts of this one, which I think is so cool. This one has some shades of browns. Kitty, we're getting some feedback from you, sweetheart.
Okay.
Ooh, look at the striations in this one. Oh, oranges. So vibrant. Oh, that was a big one. And this one's really too big for the grid, but it's the last of this batch before I show you the new batch. And once again, there are parts you can almost see through this one. All right, let me add Kitty back. And once again, I'm sorry those are falling off the grid. That one's just too big. All right, we're looking for $3. $3.
Starting bid of $3. Those are for that price to wear a hunk like that. That would be amazing.
And really, I think C was one of the ones I was selling for $5, which is why it's falling off the grid. And I think G was one of the ones I was selling for $5, and it's falling off the grid. So, but I'm just trying to clearance these last few out.
And you don't ever have to use them as a necklace or a pendant, and you don't have to use the hole. You can have, if you don't do it yourself, you can have somebody that can wrap it for you and use it as a necklace that way. Or you can just, I have seen people that just put it into a really pretty bowl with a whole bunch of different pieces in there and in the bowl, and it just looks so pretty.
Well, I tell you what, since I'm trying to clearance these, and since we have so few people watching tonight, Let's do a buy more, save more. Anybody want to buy 2 of these for 5? 2 for 5?
Oh, what a deal. 2 for 5.
And then I'll
Any,
show you the newer, bigger ones.
any takers? Let's
I'll have to get out a bigger grid for the bigger ones.
250 a piece? That's amazing.
Let's see, how many of these do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 left. If anybody wants to buy all 10 and do a clean sweep, first person that puts the 20 in the chat. Put 20 in the chat. You can clean sweep it for 20. And then I'll be completely through with this batch. 20 gets you all 10. This is limited time. This is not for the replay. Limited time, not for the replay. Has to be in the chat and has to be right now.
Oh my goodness.
10, 9, 8, 7. I don't make these stupid deals very often. 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay. Kitty is going to clean sweep them. I'm going to put them back in the box they came in. All right, that's the end of those. All right, thank you, Kitty. All right, let's look at some brand new slices. Set this aside. All right, let me get out the big board. All right. These are going to be $5 starting bid. They are brand new. If they don't sell, then I'll bring them to a regular auction. If they still don't sell, I will bring them to OG's clothing sale. These are first time look, so they will not go for a very, very, very long time. All right. Here's the first one. And once again, notice how it like covers so many of my fingers. All right, here's the first one.
Oh, that's pretty. It's almost like rainbow colored. Well, not like
And
orange.
look how thick they are. Super duper thick.
That's a chunker.
This is the first one. Yep. They're all huge. And once again, they already have their holes drilled in them.
That one looks like a piece of beef. Or no, salmon.
Okay.
Piece of salmon.
All right.
Oh my, that one's pretty. Love that purple.
Very rich and royal.
That's nice.
Very earthy. I can totally see a guy wearing these. This one would be great for a hunter, a fisherman, a rock hunter. So gorgeous for a guy. If you like a vivid blue, this one is super vivid.
Blue, blue, blue. That looks just like the ocean.
Yes. I love that agate comes in almost every color.
Oh, wow.
Gorgeous marbling.
Oh, wow.
Once again, really thick.
That one's interesting.
This one's almost translucent.
Yeah, look at the stripes in there.
Think how great this would look with clothing. Seems like when they're more opaque, really shows you the sides and the striations in them. And I got one left because they sell these by weight rather than number. So when I buy charms, then I buy 10 or 20 or 50 or 100. When you buy agate, you buy them by the weight. So I never know how many stones I'm going to get or how thick or thin they are because I buy them by weight. So sometimes it'll be more, sometimes it'll be less, sometimes they will be bigger, sometimes they will be smaller because once again, it's by weight. But I love how this one
Those
is.
are beautiful. Do we have a starting bid?
I'm gonna put that kind of on the line.
Does anyone have a starting bid of $5? These are, and they're all one of a kind. You're not going to find anywhere in the world exactly two alike. Even if it's
exactly. I could order more tomorrow or next week or next year, and every time I ordered, they're always going to be different colors, different shapes, different inclusions, different striations. That's just the way they are, just like snowflakes are humans.
Yep. These aren't like something you're going to get at Walmart and find 10 of them on a rack.
Oh, Bart. Okay.
Where everybody in town, everyone in town looks alike because you only have one store to shop at. Do we have any starting bids of 5? I guess we're getting kind of slow out there. Is anybody awake besides you, me, Melissa, and Shelby?
Well, it might be a time to close up for the night. Hopefully, some people will watch back on the replay and maybe see something they are interested in. A lot of people probably didn't realize that I was having a pop up tonight, which that's the problem with having a pop up on a different night. People weren't expecting it. But I certainly had fun and will be looking forward to our regular auction on Saturday. And I want to thank Kitty for co hosting. And I want to thank Melissa for running the chat. Thank you so very much.
Yeah.
Y'all tune in Saturday where Kitty again is going to be my co-host. Rainbow is going to fill in for Melissa. And I've got some great things lined up to show you. Some bath mats and pillows, cosmetics, puzzles, and lots more surprises. Even some gardening items. So y'all make sure and tune in on Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I say, laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life. Roll in your heart. Roll in your soul. Roll on and on and on. May God bless you. Good night.
God bless you all. Good night.